Dan Miller. He's on next.
It is 5 o'clock. Today is Monday, September 7th, 1992. It is Labor Day. And I'm Dan Miller, and the program is entitled 5 O'Clock. It's nice to have you here with us in our first show. The most literal title in all of television, 5 o'clock. They put us on at 5 o'clock. We call the program 5 o'clock. Probably the most literal title since the old noon show here on Channel 4, which some of you will remember that was on straight up at noon. There was some fear of confusion because we thought if we called the program 5 o'clock, we put 5 in the logo on the corner of the street, corner of the screen, people might get us confused with another local station. We won't mention which one. So we thought about calling the program 4 o'clock. But we thought, no, since we're on at 5 o'clock, if we call it 4 o'clock, that would seem odd and might be confusing. So the program is 5 o'clock. Although some of you may remember the old noon show for a while was on at 11:30, and they never changed the program title to 11:30. It is nice to be back with you people here on Channel 4, and hello to all of you who I've not had a chance to say hello to. I've been in Nashville for the past 9 months, better part of 10 months, and for 5 of those months I've been doing a show on the Nashville network called Miller and Company. Hope some of you have had a chance to see that show. But being back here on Channel 4 and beaming out through that transmitter and that tower up on the top of Nob Hill here in West Nashville sort of validates being home in Nashville, and it's nice to be here. As this 30 minutes rolls along, you'll get an idea of what the show is all about. You'll meet our regulars, the people that will be appearing here on the show with me every day. 2 of them are brand new to Nashville, so they will be appearing on TV here for the very first time in this city. This first segment of the show, which we're in right now, in addition to the odd items and observations that I might bring along to this, we will give you a quick overview of what's going on in the news that day. And Demetria Kalodimos, my old friend and co-anchor, who, from everything I observe being back here in town, is the top banana here in news in this city now. She will be here every day to bring us up to date on news. But, having said that, in a strange quirk, one of those masterpieces of scheduling, Demetria is in Greece as we begin our show. So she will be back in 2 weeks. Others will be here in the meantime. And to bring us up to date on the news today, LaTanya Turner is here from the newsroom. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here on this Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, so far. I mean, I've been real busy today, but I had a good weekend. Spent the weekend with my family.
So you had the weekend off?
Yes, I did.
But you're in here for the holiday?
That's right.
Okay. What's going on in the news?
Well, you and I aren't the only ones laboring. It was no day off for the presidential candidates who have hit the campaign trail hard, stumping for votes. In a campaign speech in Wisconsin, President Bush first attacked Congress and the legal system. But then it was time for a comparison that raised the hair on many Democrats' necks.
Underdog, just as I am, and he liked it, and so do I. And Harry Truman admitted when he made a mistake. And God knows I've done the same thing, and I've admitted it.
But in Harry Truman's hometown of Independence, Missouri, Democratic presidential nominee Bill Clinton said admitting your mistakes is not enough.
Today is the beginning of this general election campaign in earnest. And I hope to goodness that today is the end, the beginning of the end of George Bush's presidency of broken promises.
Clinton says he's the one who should be heir to the Harry Truman throne because, like Truman, he wants to create more opportunity and make America strong at home and abroad. An attorney for victims and survivors of a 1990 accident along Interstate 75 wants to question former Governor Lamar Alexander. 12 people died in the pileup when 99 vehicles crashed in heavy fog. The attorney representing those involved in the wreck says a vital Tennessee Transportation Commission study was killed while Alexander was in office. The study was looking into the possibility that a nearby paper mill plant played a role in the formation of fog in the accident area. General Motors is making resupply of Saturn parts a priority now that a strike has been settled at an Ohio parts plant. Saturn had stopped production in Spring Hill during the 9-day strike because of a lack of parts. But company officials say full production on the 1993 models will resume again tomorrow. Authorities in Illinois say there are no survivors from a skydiving plane that crashed early this afternoon near Chicago. Rescue workers are still on the scene looking for victims. Officials say they believe there were 13 people on board. No word yet on the cause of the crash. Doctors now say a blood infection and loss of liver function killed the first recipient of an animal-to-human transplant. A 35-year-old Pittsburgh man died last night after receiving a baboon liver 10 weeks ago. One surgeon says the experimental transplant provided valuable information and that efforts to develop animals as a source of organs for humans will continue. An annual pigeon shoot in Pennsylvania has once again drawn hundreds of animal rights activists to the sidelines. Many carried signs, heckled shooters, and even cheered when an occasional pigeon escaped. 8 people were arrested. That's down from 90 arrests last year. The protesters say the shoot is slaughter, but supporters say the yearly event gets rid of disease-spreading pests. And finally, rain and determined police officers weren't successful in stopping a mass pilgrimage to New Jersey last night. About 6,000 people crowded into a backyard shrine at the home of a man who says the Virgin Mary appears there on the first Sunday of each month. Police say the monthly exhibition is a nuisance, and to discourage visitors, they set up roadblocks around the neighborhood and charged $5 for anyone wanting to park any closer. By the way, no sightings of the Virgin Mary were reported, Dan.
But 6,000 people went there to check it out.
That's right. And there was a similar incident, I think, last week in Cold Springs, Kentucky, where there was supposed to be a sighting at a church, and it drew, thousands of people.
Yeah,
so.
They pop up periodically. There was one about a year ago on a billboard. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where they could see the image on a billboard.
And one in somebody's refrigerator, an image or something like that. And I mean, these apparitions kind of show up lots of places.
The refrigerator is one of the stranger places. Thanks, LaTanya. Enjoy the rest of the holiday.
I'll try.
Take some time off here. We will meet James Lewis, another of our regulars, will be here to bring us up to date on weather and other things coming up on 5 o'clock after this.
Come here every week, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Hi, here's your order.
Right now, get Sonic's Brown Bag Special, perfect for 2. For one low price, you get 2 famous Sonic burgers, 2 fries, and 2 medium cups of Coke Classic.
More napkins, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
She even knows your name.
Well,
Hey, Tim, it's Ricky Avalon.
Hi, Tim.
Blockbuster Video and Channel 4 want to put your fundraising drive on fast forward with Blockbuster Video's co-stars. Each time you complete one of our co-star punch cards, we'll give your school, church, or charity $1 in cash and give you a free video rental. Just come by any Blockbuster Video store and ask for a co-stars card and sign up your favorite nonprofit group. Let Channel 4 and Blockbuster Video help you raise much-needed cash today.
Hi, how you feeling? A little better?
I'd feel better if my workers' comp checks were on time and my insurance adjuster wasn't so rude. I can't deal with this anymore.
Have you called a lawyer?
Call Bart Durham at 25 Legal. We've helped hundreds of workers get the money they deserve. Bart Durham, now with offices downtown at Rivergate, I-24 in Harding, and in Murfreesboro. Call Bart Durham at 25 Legal today.
When you turn a morning show on, you should expect fun, big smile, good music, and new sports weather.
About to slip.
Better get to the weather. Yeah. Zany commercials. We got a lot of them.
Mound of peanut butter enters his mouth. See this? The man is speechless. He can't talk. Huh?
Good morning, out there in television land.
Good morning. And try to pack it all into an hour and a half. Could you ask for more?
It's 9 minutes after 5 now. The program is 5 o'clock. I'm Dan Miller. I said we would be meeting our regulars, and we will start to do that now. The people who will be here every day. This one, you know. James Lewis, nice to have you here.
Thank you, Dan. Nice to be here.
And you're going to bring us up to date on weather and such as that.
I am indeed. This day in weather history in 1881, it was 101 degrees in New York City.
In New York City. What was it here, though?
Not that hot. Can you imagine, though, without air conditioning and that That would major stress producing weather.
I heard that in Egypt, a friend of mine was visiting there recently. It got to 130 degrees over around Cairo.
That'd make eyeballs fry.
You having a good holiday?
Pretty good, yeah. In fact, I enjoyed sleeping in this morning. I have been working on a 5 a.m. show, so being on a 5 p.m. show is a delight.
You know, it's not just coincidental that we're premiering this show today. You know that 25 years ago today, 1967, The Flying Nun premiered on ABC.
Boy, that's auspicious.
We wanted to be on the same beam with The Flying Nun.
On the cutting edge.
All right, what's happening in the weather?
Weather-wise today, we could be a lot worse off. Things are happening in Kansas, in the middle part of the country, that are not doing all that well for them. They're under a tornado watch in Kansas, in Missouri, that's being fed by some strong winds coming up from the south and meeting some cold front coming in from the north. What that is stirring up lots of mischief for the weather. So there's a tornado watch in Kansas and Missouri. What that means for Middle Tennessee is what we've been seeing for the last few days is some scattered thunderstorms. Tonight we'll have some partly cloudy weather. It'll be mild and 68. But tomorrow we're going to see some scattered thunderstorms and about a 40% chance. So that's higher than your normal garden variety summer storms. 88 for a high tomorrow. And then looking further ahead, partly cloudy skies, temperatures mainly from mid-60s to mid-80s. But look down there on Friday. We'll see the result of that cool front. It's going to be down to 60 overnight. So this is unofficially the end of summer today. But we've got another couple of weeks to go to the official end, but it's feeling like fall already.
Wait a minute. The official end is when?
September the 23rd. Okay. So we've got another couple of weeks yet.
Yeah. So it's cooling off, but still humid and probably uncomfortable.
Yes.
James Lewis with the weather. Let's give him a hand. No. We'll see you back here a little later. We said we would meet the regulars on the show. Here's one from out of town, making her first appearance on Nashville television. Nashville, meet Annie Price. Annie, Nashville.
Nashville, very pleased to make your acquaintance.
Annie comes to us from Portland, Oregon. Just drove in this weekend, right?
I did. I got here Friday. It was a very, very long drive. 5 days of driving.
Yeah.
5 days of driving.
Straight through.
I drove straight through. I did stop a few times to sleep and stuff like that and get
good.
gas.
That
but
helped.
other than that, I pretty much barreled right through.
Now tell us what you did in Portland, Oregon.
Okay, I was a reporter. I was a feature type of reporter, kind of a PM magazine type of show called Good Evening there. Ended up being called the Helmet Reporter because I did an awful lot of adventure stories, a lot of outdoorsy type stuff. Oregon is very outdoorsy, so I did a lot of that stuff and also some lifestyle types of pieces.
But usually you had to wear a helmet.
A lot of the times I had to wear helmets.
Okay, and Annie will be one of our regular storytellers, which is
storyteller. I like that.
Title,
I like that title. It's much better than reporter.
And starting us off, from what I hear, in class today, right? A classy way.
In a well, I wanted to start out with something that was, yes, very socially significant. Can we put it that way?
Yeah, that's
let's
good,
do that. Something in the fashion realm, but maybe something more specific. Men's fashion. Okay, let's get more specific than that, shall we? Men's underwear. That was the topic I chose for the first net. I hope that doesn't make any kind of statements about me personally, but yes, I wanted to start it on a light note, something kind of fun. So here now is a story about underwear that's fun to wear.
No doubt about it, fashion is flashy. These days, fashion shows look more like a circus, and this main attraction has more skin than clothing, because the fashion is cashing on men flashing their skivvies.
When you buy a pair of Joe Boxer underwear, you're kind of buying this ticket to the strange amusement park.
This is Nick Graham, a Canadian who came to conquer American underwear. He says we not only need to mention our unmentionables, but make bold statements with them. So come on, guys, show us your bunnies, or kisses, or some red-hot chili peppers, maybe. Have a seat, just say yo, grab some breakfast, and tempt fate. Apparently, lots of other men are flashing their pants. The Joe Boxer Company in San Francisco sells $30 million worth of boxers each year, and it's only 6 years old. Yes, old Nick has Joe Boxer laughing all the way to the bank and to the awards podium. The shocking shorts have won every major apparel design honor in America. Still, Nick says not everyone appreciates the art of underwear.
We've got a long way to go in our march towards changing America's underwear.
And he's in quite a hurry, too, because Nick literally has ants in his pants.
Now, that was a little bit racy. Did you think it was?
No,
you didn't think so? Do you want me? Should I ask you a question about it pertaining to that?
Go ahead.
Okay, boxers or briefs?
I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell me?
I will tell you this.
Another mystery to unravel. We'll be working on that question for several weeks to come, I'm sure.
I will tell you this. Years ago, I switched from one to the other.
You did?
I won't tell you
a clue, a wonderful
I won't
clue.
tell you to what or why.
All right.
Thanks, Annie. Annie Price. When we come back, I've talked about the Miller and Company show we're doing on TNN. We'll show you a clip from that. Stay with us on 5 o'clock.
And we met, but that's about it.
But that's a strange cosmic thing.
It
that those
is.
two ideas
It was meant to
came.
be. He
Wow.
is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He was the same when we got...
Wake up in paradise with Channel 4's morning show. We're giving away 3 fabulous trips for 2 to the Caribbean paradise of Jamaica.
That's right, Dan. All you do is watch the morning show. Write down 15 secret Jamaican words you'll see on your screen. Then send them to Channel 4. You'll fly round trip courtesy of American Airlines. Something special to the Caribbean. Plus, you'll receive 6 nights accommodations at the luxurious Wyndham Rose Hall Resort in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Wake up in paradise by waking up to the Channel 4 morning show.
City of Angels, the case of the Broadway musical comedy smash. The dames are all suspects.
Surprised?
And the private dick's been duped.
You look like the kind of man who can get the job done.
Newsweek calls us a miracle. Smart, swingy, sexy, and funny.
Like is for fishers. This is Tumbo.
In the City of Angels.
Coming to the Tennessee Performing Arts Center September 15th through the 20th. Call Ticketmaster at 741-7777.
Hey, it's me again, your TV. You know, the new fall shows are coming. Now you can find out which ones you're gonna like using this simple equation. Or you can pick up TV Guide, because the fall preview issue has the scoop on all the new shows. So you'll definitely find something you like, and we have a better time together. You know, I don't want to scare you, but one minor miscalculation, and you could end up watching something like this. I wouldn't risk it. Don't watch TV in the dark.
I'm Channel 4's Carrie Anderson. Hurricane Andrew devastated South Florida neighborhoods, leaving them looking like a war zone. It devastated my neighborhood. I had to come home.
I'm Al Tompkins from ID4. We loaded up and traveled home with Carrie. You'll see her town as she did when she came home to a city that was blown away.
Tonight on The Scene at 6. Mornings on Channel 4 are better than ever with Days of Our Lives at 9, Donahue at 10, and The Scene at 11 with Sharon Puckett.
Welcome back to our show we call 5 o'clock. And every day, I mentioned this earlier, on the Nashville Network, I'm doing a show called Miller and Company. We do interviews with country music celebrities and other people. Right now, it runs at 12 noon here in Nashville, but starting in about 3 weeks, we'll be moved over to nights. We'll be on at 11 o'clock in the Central Zone. Most days on this program, we will bring you a quick preview of what's coming up on the show for the next 3 weeks, a quick recap of what we had on Miller and Company that day. Our guest today was Reba McEntire, and here's a little bit of how it went. That's Reba McEntire. Is There Life Out There is the video and song you saw there. Huey Lewis is in that with you, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, how did you select him to do that?
Narvel and I were in San Francisco. We were playing Oakland the next night, and we were watching Arsenio Hall, and Huey was on the show. And we had been trying to find somebody to play the part of my husband for the video for like 2 weeks. And we were all really racking our brains. And we were just laying there in bed, and I said, hey, Narvel, won't we get Huey to play my husband? He said, oh, sure. Like, Huey's going to drop everything he has to do, come play your husband. I said, well, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
He said, okay. So the next day, he called Jack Cole. And he said, hey, Jack, we've had an idea about who to play Reba's husband. Jack said, oh, before you say a word, we've already found somebody. He said, who? He said, Huey Lewis.
No.
And we hadn't talked.
Now, well, now,
That's strange.
Is Huey Lewis a friend of yours?
We met Huey when I sang the national anthem at the 49ers game in San Francisco when Shelby was a year old. And we were sitting in the box seats next to Huey and all his band. And we met, but that's about it.
But that's a strange cosmic thing.
It
that
is.
Those two ideas
It was meant to be. He
Wow.
is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He was the same when we got there and met as when we parted company. And he was Johnny on the spot all the time, easy to work with, fun, funny. And we even got in the living room of these people's houses where we were doing the video, and he had his guitar, got a guitar out, and we were just singing along, having a big time.
He's a great entertainer, too. Is that the video that caused the controversy, where CMT was saying, they say that they don't like these long videos, they don't like the theatrical versions of the video?
The dialogue was the thing that really bothered
me. Was it the length of the thing, or the fact that the whole thing was not music? Is it the acting part?
Well, first, it was too much dialogue. It wasn't staying with the song, and we did cut the song up a little bit. The songwriters weren't offended. MCA wasn't offended. So I really thought that it was a great video, and it helped a lot of people in getting on with their lives. You know, people have written to me and said that they were in college and not really applying themselves, and after seeing the video would go study and raise their grades 2 or 3 points. And some ladies decided to go back to college.
That's pretty. Just a little bit of Reba McEntire is seen today on Miller & Company on the Nashville Network. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, you'll meet another one of our regulars, a newcomer to Nashville, and I think we're going to talk about barbecue.
Often there are misconceptions about what a treatment center is. Some tend to think of sterile rooms, a lack of freedom. Cumberland Heights is here to tell you it's just not true, at least not here. Cumberland Heights, a private, non-profit alcohol and drug treatment center.
Introducing the Great American Cheeseburger with an Italian accent. It's Wendy's new 99-cent Junior Mozzarella Cheeseburger. It's a thick slice of rich mozzarella melted on top of Wendy's fresh beef. And to make it even more delicious, we created a zesty Italian herb sauce. Wendy's 99-cent Junior Mozzarella Cheeseburger, a delicious new addition to Wendy's 99-cent super value menu. Okay, Dave, you're on.
It's amore.
Congress just voted for a bill to control cable rates. And guess what? The cable companies don't like it, but consumer groups do. And senior citizens, blue-collar labor, and thousands of Americans just like you and me all have voiced their support for the Cable Consumer Protection Act. So if you see a commercial or receive mail attacking the cable bill, consider the source. Don't let the cable companies win by confusing the issue. Call your senators and tell them to keep supporting the Cable Consumer Protection Act.
Lee Owens is here now, another newcomer to Nashville. Lee, Nashville, Lee.
Howdy.
Comes to us from Indianapolis, right?
That's right, amateur sports capital. Covered a lot of stuff. Home of the Colts, which surprisingly won yesterday.
Yeah. Now you did sports up there, right?
I did sports there, covered the Indianapolis 500, covered the NFL, NBA, everything else like that. But my goal in life was to work with a superstar like yourself.
Yeah, right. You know that the Indianapolis baseball team is in the same league as the Nashville Sounds.
That's right, and they did a little bit better this season, but Nashville will come back.
So some of the players might be familiar with you from seeing you in Indianapolis. Now you're not here to do necessarily sports, right?
No, I'm here to talk about labor and to talk about our favorite food, barbecue.
Okay.
Barbecue and labor, they all go together with this story of a couple that I met that just works not too far from here.
It looks like a hole in the wall, but the regular customers say you'll find the best barbecue in town here. They get cooking around 10 in the morning. Samuel Sims fires up the grill.
Okay, right now we're putting on our picnics. We put them on and cook them till they get between 180 to 190 degrees. I always put them fat down so that they won't burn.
But Samuel won't stay outside long because owners Andy and Katie Gardner need him inside.
I need 2 turnip greens and a coleslaw.
Is it always this crazy?
I just put them in.
Just put those in?
Yeah.
Pretty close to it.
So this is kind of slow, huh?
This is what we like to think of as slow.
Once the orders start coming in, Andy and the rest of his staff start flying around the kitchen like a tornado.
One brownie and an order of spears.
The Gardners employ about 8, but there's never enough help. Katie seems to be the only calm one in the room.
It stays real hectic.
I would take this as the excitement of it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's why we're in the restaurant business. It does not get boring. That is for sure. Here's your pork plate and your medium Pepsi.
The specialty is pork, but the Gardners also serve their fair share of ribs, chicken, and turkey. Now, they would have told me what's in their secret barbecue sauces, but then they would have had to kill me. The days are long, the work is hard, but the results are worth it.
When I look out there and I see people sitting there eating that big, juicy barbecue set and see that big old smile on their face makes my day.
Looks pretty good.
Yes.
There it is. Oh, I thought I could smell it. So real, I could smell it. You brought it here?
I brought it here, and the crew just can't wait to go ahead and get into it.
Now, they didn't give you the recipe, right?
Or else they would have had to kill me.
Don't want them to have to kill you.
No, I have to do a few more shows.
They're rough and very protective of that recipe. Thanks, Lee. Lee Owens. We're going to take a break now. Before we take the break, let's switch to Jeff McAtee in the Channel 4 newsroom to find out what's coming up on The Scene at 6. Jeff?
Thank you, Dan. You know, traditionally on Labor Day, presidential candidates take off the gloves and begin, in earnest, the presidential prize fight. Well, this year is no exception. Tonight on The Scene at 6, we'll take you to Independence, Missouri, where Bill Clinton accused the Bush administration of fanning the flames of rumor concerning his brush with the draft back in the 60s. While Clinton spoke in the hometown of Harry Truman, George Bush himself compared himself to the scrappy man from the Show Me State who staged a come-from-behind win back in 1948. Speaking in Wisconsin, Mr. Bush took a double swipe at the Democratic Congress and America's litigation-happy legal system. Here at home, a group of people with disabilities say they've had it with their popular helpless image. Today, they held a rally to celebrate their strength and independence. And we'll take you to the Italian street fair, where the desserts and the fundraising is sweet for the Nashville Symphony. These are just a few of the stories we'll have for you tonight on The Scene at 6. We hope that you'll join us. Dan will be right back after this message.
I started shopping at Casternot's in 1935. I felt more at home there. I felt like they had a better selection and maybe for a few pennies less. And I opened up a charge account once I went to work. And I've been shopping there ever since. It's a friendly store. The personnel's great. They're like a best friend. You know, they're there when I need them. That's Casternot's to me.
Accident victims deserve representation. One free call can get you the help you need. You can't always settle for what the insurance company offers you. Too many times their offer isn't enough. A personal injury law firm won't collect any attorney's fees unless they're successful. I know you're anxious to settle your claim, but remember, one free call can be the start of a new beginning.
The law offices of James Omer and Associates help people who've been injured in an accident. Call 255-5555.
An incentive this good doesn't last long. See your Cadillac dealer of the South today.
This segment of the show, we're either going to call the Round Table or Hail, Hail, the Gang's all here. We haven't decided yet. But Lee's back, Annie's back, and James back. And what we'll do here every day is talk about whatever we have time to talk about. Is pretty much what it amounts to. We have about a minute today. You two are brand new in the city. Have you had any horrible experience moving in here that you want to share with us?
Well, I wouldn't say a horrible thing. I showed up at 11 o'clock at night at my house, and I was moving stuff in, and the neighbors were kind of peeking outside, and I thought they were going to call the police. I felt like saying, hey, I'm moving stuff in, not taking it out.
And shots rang out.
Shots rang out.
Annie, everything...
That's right, that's right. Exactly.
You're in your place, right?
I'm in my place. I have no furniture. I went to the store grocery shopping. I was smart enough to bring a pot and a pan and a few pieces of silverware. But I bought some tuna fish. This would be great. I'll have a tuna fish sandwich. I have no can opener. I painted my closet green. I painted my bathroom blue. And that's all I have to show for all my work. I got here just Friday, so.
Look, why don't you go out tonight? Get yourself a nice, big meal. Yes. Charge it to James.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks,
Have some barbecue.
He'll take care of it. Oh, there's barbecue here. That can be your meal for the night.
How come there's only 3?
Thanks, gang. That's our first show. Thanks for watching us on our first effort here at 5 o'clock. We'll be back every day at 5 o'clock. Coming up next, the NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. Then the Scene at 6 at 6. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
George Bush says he's the new Harry Truman. But wait, Bill Clinton claims he's the real Truman. A skydiving plane crashes in Illinois, killing all 12 on board. And shoddy construction of homes adds to Andrew's destructive power.
This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, reporting tonight from NBC News headquarters in New York.
Good evening. They've been at each other for most of the summer, but Labor Day still